You're just telling me something that you heard from somebody else. One second. The Bible was translated into English in 1611. King James.
So when was you born?
Hold on, was the king.
When was you born, though?
I was.
Who's written the Bible?
When was you born?
I said the
Because
Bible.
if you flip that Bible over right now, it says copyright.
Everything else.
Yo, we out.
My brother in the grave. Bro, come up. What did you have to say? I know you've been waiting patient.
That he comes in that form or that form. But how do you know for a certain? Like,
You talking about Christ?
yes.
Okay. You said he comes in what form? What did you say?
Blue eyes, stuff.
Hey, let him know.
Yeah.
I'm listening, I'm sorry.
Blue eyes. That I also heard he come like this. But how do you know per se?
How do we know?
How do you know? Because y'all gonna say the Bible. Now, right? Like I was telling the brother before, I believe in certain things in the Bible. I believe that God made light, made us. Certain things in the Bible I believe in. Certain things I don't believe in because it's been tampered with from decades to decades. Now, before we was even born, it's been tampered with from decades to decades. So how do we know per se what he really looked like?
So first I want to deal with what you said, because I'm going to put the burden of proof on you for a second. So you said you believe in some of the things in the Bible and not others. And then you said it's been tampered with. So how do you know what's been tampered with and what hasn't been tampered with? And how do you even know that it's been tampered with in the first place?
I believe that he created.
Okay.
Those are the things I believe in. Those are the things that I believe in that the Bible is saying that is true.
So what else do you believe in?
I believe that he created. I believe in a higher power. I believe there is somebody up there. His name is God. I believe that.
Okay.
I believe that. But as far as in things like as in like of a thing I didn't see for myself. Okay. As in like they saying Jesus gave his, soul, whatever. So things like that I don't believe. Because I didn't see it for myself.
Right, you didn't see it. Watch this. There's a lot of things that you can't see, right? That, for instance, there's a breeze that just passed, right? I can't see it. Right? You can breathe. You can breathe, but can you feel? Can you just you can't see air, but you can breathe it in, right? You know that it's there.
Right.
Oxygen, you know that it's there, right? All the molecules that make up oxygen, you can't see them, but you know that they're there, right? You believe in that. Now watch this.
Right.
Literally, time changed when this man was crucified. The whole world, the whole entire earth changed time based off one man being crucified. Everything changed. So the whole world acknowledges that this man exists. There's multiple references and historical evidence that yes, he did exist. Whether or not people believe that he's the Messiah, that's a different subject. But everyone knows that there was a man who was crucified, and he happened to be a Jew.
That's right. Everyone don't know that. Everyone knows of a story that they told us.
You know who doesn't know?
Who?
Unlearned Negroes here in America.
How? How?
Because we've been stripped from education.
See, but that's the problem now. See, the problem now is everybody is always going against each other. You can't talk about we all come together and all religions is split up. You got Muslims believing in this person, you got this person believing in that person, but at the all in all, Allah is God. Allah is God.
Boy, if you don't...
So you can't say that Negroes is not paying attention. No, because everybody been taught different. So you can't say that.
That's why I said,
it's stubborn of a person to say that. Period.
Understand what I said. You said it. I said, we lack education, meaning what? We were taught where? Here in America by who? Who taught us?
I mean, schools and whoever else. And even though the schools is a liar.
Who set up the schools?
White people.
When we came over, what were they to us?
It was our slave masters.
Slave masters.
So
can you trust them to properly educate you?
No.
No. So
you can't.
Hold on. At that point, huh? Yeah, get that. So based off that point, now, we already know that we've been miseducated because there's a quote, there's a statement called the miseducation of the Negro.
Yeah, it is.
Because we are miseducated people. Now, watch this, because remember I said, and you disagreed, I said everyone knows that. I said we don't know that. Everyone does know that. If you go to Europe, if you go to Spain, if you go to Australia, everyone knows. You can go to a library. You can go to a library here in Yonkers, right? There's historical books in there. You can open up and you can find ancient texts. You can find old texts of Jesus Christ, of things that happened in these times. King Solomon was a real man. They have artifacts from when he lived. King David was a real man.
I know.
Christ come through their loins. He was a real man. Now remember the statement that I made. Whether or not you believe he was the Messiah is different. Whether or not you believe that he actually walked on water and performed miracles is a different topic. But you cannot deny that the man actually lived because there's too much historical evidence.
I cannot deny that there is a higher power. I
No,
cannot
I'm
deny.
talking about higher priority. I'm talking about Christ.
Yeah, I cannot deny that there is someone that give somebody the holy anointing. Yeah, like the holy anointing. But me per se, because it really never really happened to me. So me per se, me being the person I am, me not understanding and understanding at the same time.
What?
Because I know about different religions. Now listen, that was a question that I was asking. How can I say that this man is really who he is?
Right. You know what that goes into?
No, and I know there's a higher power. That's God.
Well, you know what that goes
I know
into?
that God is true. I'm talking about his skin complexion. It's
one
and
word.
it's two people.
Right. And what? But understand this, because I think you got confused in the beginning. Who is this?
That's Jesus.
Who is this right here?
That's Jesus.
Who says who?
Says the white people.
Says the white people.
Says schools and.
Hold that. Maybe you missed it. What's the timeline? This was authorized and it was translated in 1611.
1611.
Yes, sir.
1611.
1611.
The King James Bible. I thought the King James Bible was like 5,000, maybe 6,000 and a half years old.
No. The Word of God. The Word of God is the King James Bible was translated. It was translated into English. Remember, the Word was originally written. Check out the flyers, brother. It was originally written in Hebrew.
That's written by man.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
That Bible was written every 100 years. It's written by man.
No, that's wrong.
It says copyright.
That's wrong. So wait, don't say things and run. I'm gonna prove it. Brother, understand this, my brother, right?
I'm big religious. I'm big religious. I just that I go off. I'm big religious. I just go off for actual facts.
To Bible scholars.
Hey,
I didn't just hold on. I didn't just open the Bible and say what? It says what? Let me go run out here and go teach it. We are scholars. I know the history of it, the timelines, everything. So don't come over here like, okay, I know it, and you're just telling me something that you heard from somebody else. One second. The Bible was translated into English in 1611. King James.
So when was you born?
Hold on, was the king.
When was you born, though?
I was.
Who's written the Bible? When was you born? Because if you flip that Bible over right now, it says copyright.
Everything that was written by a man. That's common sense. That's common sense. So what was the purpose of saying that?
How my father was saying that's not my history. They don't have nothing about Africa
So was
but
it inspired
Egypt.
by God?
I believe in a higher power.
Watch this. Is that restaurant over there? Is that Dunkin' Donuts?
That's what his name, I don't know.
No, I'm saying, is that Dunkin' Donuts?
That's what his name, I don't know.
They sell donuts in there?
Yeah.
How do you know? If I've never been inside there, how do I know that they sell donuts in there?
But I've been inside there.
I'm asking them. How do I know they sell donuts in there?
But I've been inside there.
The sign says they sell donuts, right?
But I've been inside there.
Who wrote the sign? A man said they wrote the sign.
But I've been inside there.
Right.
But I've been inside there, though. I've been inside there, though.
Okay.
I've been inside there, though. I know about John.
So you only believe what you know?
I know about John and Jacob and all that. I know about all that.
You know about it. Okay.
Here's what I'm asking.
So is it true or is it false?
Some of it, we definitely won't
Remember,
know.
I was saying before you ran off earlier, it comes down to one word. You know what that word is? No, okay, but understand this. You said, I remember I said it comes down to one word. You know what that one word is? Faith. It comes down to faith. And that's where we lack, faith. Because if I'm saying I can only believe, right? If I'm only saying I can believe what I've seen, I've only been alive 37 years. Do I know everything? Have I seen everything? Have you ever been to Asia? Have you ever been to Asia? You've been to Haiti, but Asia exists, right? Do you know what's going on in Haiti, in Asia?
No, I don't.
How do I know what's going on in Asia?
won't never
what's
know.
on the news. So if I'm ignorant, I'm gonna say nobody knows. I don't know. But if I
That's
read
not-
the news,
how that's
a
being-
man wrote the news.
But I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out how that's being ignorant.
Come up next
Yo.
week and we'll deal with you. 'Cause
How-
you gotta roll out. You gotta go to school.
That's not ignorant. I got a question. I got a question.
I was running around. I was with my bro here earlier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think I wasn't paying attention, but I heard y'all say earlier, what is the woman's
The one's roll.
no,
Or dress
woman's
code.
what I say again? What did I say again?
Yo.
Procreation. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, about women having children.
Yes, I feel that's their best attribute in life. That's
The
how I
woman?
feel.
It's the most feminine thing a woman can do, is to be a wife and a mother. That's just common sense. Women like, are you married, by the way? Or you have kids, you have a woman? Okay. Like, when your wife has children, there's a joy that comes on a woman having, and if your woman ever lost a child or something, it's a pain for a woman. Why? Because the most feminine thing men can't have children. Men cannot give birth to children. So only women can. So when a woman can't do that, she feels like less than a woman.
But it's
So
one
that's
male
what we
that
bring
could
up.
give birth.
Huh?
It's one male.
No man can give birth.
It's one male that can give birth on this earth, and that's a female that lay eggs. They lay eggs. I'm just saying. He said he can't lay eggs.
What's that?
See, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, seahorse.
They lay eggs. That's a male
I'm
seahorse
talking
lay eggs.
In humans.
No, I didn't say humans. That's why I corrected
I got
myself.
you. Okay.
bro.
But in humans, it's only.
One more question.
Yes, sir.
I had we was debating this over there. They said, "Are we creators?" I told them, "I think we are creators because we create babies and all that. Even though it's only one creator. But I feel like we creators too, though, right?"
That's a good question. Watch this. I like that question. Watch this. I'm gonna let the Bible speak.
Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6.
Bro, I know you gotta go. We got two. Here's your answer. Hold on, bro. Here's your answer. You're a grown man. You don't have to listen. This is your answer right here. Read that.
Psalms chapter 82 verse 6. I have said,
God has said,
ye are gods,
we are gods. What? Read.
and all of you are children of the Most High.
We're all children of the Most High. Read.
But ye shall die like men.
What? We'll die like men. Man was made to be immortal, but we're not anymore. That's the answer to your question, bro.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.